Hello, Relative Roads podcast listeners. I have to apologize. I have not done any interviews via Zoom, Skype, phone call at all. And I've just been daydreaming about all the people I want to talk to and all the information I'd like to share. But I just haven't done it yet. And I know that's a big no no when you're doing a long game like podcasting. But you know what? These are unprecedented times. I'm saying that because I've heard it said several times in the past month or so. But I just wanted to stop by and give you an update of what I've been up to. I am on week 2 of Adderall for ADHD. It's. How do I describe this? It's like it's like what they say. I mean, when you start researching this stuff, you hear kind of the same explanation and same examples. Like, say you're playing baseball your whole life with one arm, and then you start taking medication for ADHD, and all of a sudden you can play the same game with two arms. And that's been like the best, most relatable explanation I've come across. But I have done nothing more than some journaling, some filmmaking, little tiny projects, anything I can turn into some expression, some artistic expression. I'm just doing. But I do have milestones I want to hit. I care a lot about this podcast and um, my future in general. And I think because of how things are, I don't think money is going to be the main exchange of currency anymore. This is just some random philosophical like theory of mine is that I think the human race has been given the gift that we've all been asking for. Reform. I mean, that's what everybody's been shouting from the mountaintops is reform, reform, reform. Well, we all get to reform now. And I know I'm just a bumbling fool in some aspects, but I this is just what I see. I think if you can hone in on your on your skills and reach out and offer your services to whoever may need it. I mean, that's it, right? We're all businessmen at this point. But uh, I'm excited. I think there's you know opportunities left and right. It's a little overwhelming actually to think hours spent in a day not producing seems, I don't know, it seems like a waste of time, but it's not. And I think that's what the important thing for me to admit out loud is it's not the most important thing. The balance of your life, all the identities that you are and how you manage those relationships, those have been the most important thing to me. And that's another reason I haven't posted anything is I've just been keeping a close eye on my kid in all this and keeping a close eye on the people who I live with and trying to be um, consistent, because everybody's freaking out left and right on the day job. I see people that are working their jobs in customer service, but in a situation where lives are falling apart at every corner. Bills aren't getting paid, things are backing up, systems are slowing down and are to their capacity. I think that under pressure, things are going to fold, and none of us want the apocalyptic Walking Dead, you know, scenery. We don't really want that. Like, nobody truly wants that. And if they do, they're fucking nuts. And yeah, but seriously, like, the human race, as knowledgeable as we are, we've all seen the same shows. Um, Netflix, Facebook. That's our AI. Those are those are it's the new like hangout once again. I mean, it started out that way. We kind of started doing other things, but this is it, man. Like, you got to clean up your brain because, I think in order to stay sane, you have to really get your brain ready for the worst case scenarios. Your friends are going to lose things. You are going to lose things. Um, Maybe I should just refer to the self when I'm talking like this, but I think everybody's going to be going through some really heavy sacrifices and traumatic, um, events. It's PTSD for everybody. Everybody gets a dose. So all that shit that people look down on in terms of what the poor do with their time, it's obsolete. Your judgment on the world below you, or prospectively, like the lesser than that I have that I have thought about myself. I've thought of Here's the thing, like as I have learned about ADHD and how that plays out for me, it's opened my eyes up to just the way human brains work and how everybody's got, different equipment, and the technicians, we pay so much for all the technology that we're obsessed with, like the invested time, effort, and energy into those. If we could channel that into mental health and the health of society, if we could channel that, if we could take all the addiction and all the distractions and put that in the human race, what would that do? I don't know. But, I know I'm not the only weirdo out here thinking deeply about this crazy, crazy moment in history. I want to know what everybody thinks. But then sometimes I'm like, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I actually do want to know what everybody thinks, but I don't know. Reality's gotten a little weird. It was we were so lazy and just spoiled, We all kind of had it good in some respect. I think most people who had a place to live in California was doing well enough but spending poorly and planning poorly, and like, if you earned an income and you carved out a life, you could slowly build on that. It wasn't like, you know, minimum wage was going to get you the basics, but it was a good start. And if you were responsible for your resources, you would have built trust with your relationships, and people would have helped you out, and it would have been a traded currency. I'm rambling. Anyways, I miss you, and I miss this, and I'm gonna call some people here very soon, and I'll record what they allow me to record, and talk about how this is affecting my community and my inner circle specifically. But right now, everybody's good. Everybody's good. I worry. It's one of my least favorite quirks. I worry a lot about stuff, and I try to make jokes and laugh it up. But sometimes it's just like, hey, I'm going a little crazy. Everything's not real anymore. It's weird and I don't want to go. So there's that. I hope you're good. I hope your family's good. I hope you have much joy in your life. And I'll see you out there in the streets. Sacktown, Bay Area, North Bay, South Bay, East Bay, West. Peace out.